Penguin Random House Audio presents Dr. Kellyanne's Cleanse and Reset. Detoxify, nourish, and restore your body for sustained weight loss in just 5 days. By Kellyann Petrucci, MSND. Read for you by Jodie Bentley. This program includes a downloadable PDF of recipes, meal plans, and more. Forward. I have listened to, supported, laughed with, and cried with many people, mostly women in the dressing rooms of my stores. I am a fashion retailer, and I have been on the sales floor since I was 14 years old, selling shoes in my family business in New York. Later, my family and I moved to California, where I started Elise Walker in 1999. I am known as a fashionista, but the truth is, I am a mother, wife, girlfriend, and tomboy. Mum's the word. I have struggled with my weight and body image for as long as I can remember. I am not heavy, but I am not skinny. I am naturally a medium. And I know I'm not alone in this struggle because I work with women and now men every day of the year, dressing them, styling them, and listening to their stories. Whether it's hormones, pregnancy, divorce, cancer, menopause, autoimmune disease, wedding celebrations, or bar mitzvahs, I get a little slice of all of my clients' lives. At 35, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease that attacks the irises of my eyes. Remember, the definition of an autoimmune disease is your body wrongfully attacks healthy cells. For about 3 years, I struggled with daylight and overall light sensitivity, which led to steroids, weight gain, and then methotrexate to help get my body out of attack mode. By 40, I was doing great, searching for ways to create a healthy lifestyle and keep my body in remission. I read every book I could get my hands on and met with more than 28 doctors over the years. I was gluten-free and I had everything under control: weight, eyes, exercise, and work-life balance. Then, toward the end of my 40s, my hormones started slowing down, and all my usual tricks were no longer working for me. I felt exhausted and bloated, like 5 months pregnant. My skin and hair started changing, and not in a good way. While my body was thickening, my hair was thinning. Not a good combo. I am usually the caregiver and confidant, and I try to be a good role model for everyone on my team, both at work and in my private life. But now I needed help and support. My dad's wife, Lynn, and then my dear friend from Columbia University, Rebecca, and her husband, Peter, recognized my struggle and kept pushing me to read Dr. Kellyanne's bone broth diet. I quickly told them, "Don't worry, I've got this. I'm gluten-free. I exercise. I will figure this out." But I didn't. And my struggle grew and grew as my old ways no longer delivered any results. So I read the book. Once in a while, we all receive gifts. Dr. Kellyann has been a gift given to me by my friends and family. I read her book and started the diet with a group of friends. Thank you, Michelle, Michael, Kath, and Deb. Together, we built a team and checked in with one another daily. We started having dinner parties, bone broth style, using Dr. Kellyanne's delicious recipes. I couldn't believe it. My body was responding. I reached out to Dr. Kellyann personally and said I was going to be in New York, and would she like to join me for the Jonathan Simkhai fashion show? We met waiting in line at Spring Studios in Tribeca. She was wearing super chic winter white head to toe, and I knew I was going to love her. Smart, bold, warm, funny, and totally approachable, Dr. Kellyann has become my spiritual gangster. She is Italian and will tell you, "Hey, I love to eat." My kind of girl. She understands the inflammation that so many of us struggle with. Her bone broth way of life, I actually don't like to call it a diet, is a game changer. Now Dr. Kellyann is back with Dr. Kellyanne's Cleanse and Reset. I love that she recognizes that we all fall off track at times. She honestly admits that it happens to her too, and she makes you feel hopeful instead of discouraged. Her plan is doable, sprinkled with her sense of humor, and easy to follow. If you are in need of restoration, inspiration, and invigoration, today is your lucky day, because you have just completed step 1, You are listening to this audiobook, and you are about to embark on an incredible life-changing journey. It is an enormous honor to introduce you to Dr. Kellyann. Elise Walker. Owner Elise Walker and Town by Elise Walker. Fashion Director of Forward by Elise Walker. Part 1. What my cleanse and reset did for me, and what it can do for you. Chapter 1. Why I created this cleanse for me. I want to tell you a story, but it's a little embarrassing. Okay, really embarrassing. Especially for a weight loss and anti-aging specialist who's been helping patients get healthy for more than 20 years. However, I'm going to tell you anyway. Why? Because right now, I know you're not the you that you want to be. You desperately want to lose weight, to look better, and to feel better. And I want you to know that I've been there too. Boy, have I. You see, this cleanse is going to do amazing things for you. But I actually created it because I'm the one who needed it big time. That's because I'm just human. And sometimes I blow it. I really screw up. And I blew it spectacularly a little while ago. My wake-up call. Normally, I take good care of myself. I really do practice what I preach. I exercise, get plenty of sleep, eat a natural diet, do all the right stuff. As a result, I'm slim and super healthy. Or at least I was. In 2017, I let everything slide. I was running nonstop. I was writing a book. I was flying from coast to coast every week. I was seeing patients, doing TV appearances, running a business, stressing out, losing sleep, and skipping workouts. If you're in good shape, which I was at the start of 2017, you can get away with this kind of stuff for a while. But keep it up long enough, and your body will tell you, what in the world do you think you're doing? Pay attention to me. In my case, I ignored the early warning signs. I was putting on pounds, my skin looked like hell, my eyes were dull and sunken, and my energy level hovered near zero. I was wearing 3 pairs of Spanx to smooth out my butt and thighs when I went on TV. It's true that the camera puts on 10 pounds, and they're in all the wrong places. Yet I still kept running. Then my body finally sent me a message I couldn't ignore. It was the fall of 2017. I was on an American Airlines flight from Los Angeles to New York. I'd felt tired and unwell all day. And suddenly I knew something was very, very wrong. I became dizzy. So dizzy. It was as if I were in a tunnel being sucked away from reality. I was sweating profusely and my heart was doing some weird kind of calisthenics. All I knew was one thing. I was going down. I turned to the passenger next to me and said, I think I'm going to pass out. My name is Dr. Kellyann Petrucci. I don't take any medications, and I don't have any illnesses that I know of. Please get the flight attendant. The next thing I knew, I was on the floor, looking up at a flight attendant who was packing ice around my back and head and asking, Are you okay? Are you okay? As the flight crew dragged me back to the galley, I drifted in and out of consciousness, hearing the attendant call urgently for any medical professionals on board. Even though I was in a different world, I remember thinking, what have I gotten myself into this time? Okay, little digression here. Did you know that even in a situation like this, there are bright spots? Well, as I'm lying there, fading in and out, I hear one of the flight attendants saying, That can't be her. It says on the passenger manifest that she's 52. This woman is not 52. So yeah, I'm lying on the floor of an airplane, feeling like I'm gonna die, but even half dead, at least I don't look my age. Woohoo! Anyway, back to the story. After the plane landed, they put me in a wheelchair and told me I needed to get checked out, basically saying, no arguments. They were already on to me. I wound up in a hospital and then in a clinic. I was anemic. I was exhausted. I was both physically and emotionally drained. I'd gained 20 pounds, which is a huge weight gain when you're 5'0" like me. My hormones were totally out of whack.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?